If you could use one single app that could replace Capwing, Opus Clips like apps that can make social clips out of your video and make catchy captions for them as well, and at the same time could translate and transcribe your videos like apps like Gliffy, and even export these videos both in 2K, 4K resolutions as well as in the GIF format. I think that's a great deal already. But what if you could also use the same app to help in the content creation journey, from creating a video to creating social clips to writing a blog? And that is the magic of Descript. If, like me, if you are not using DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro, or don't want to opt into Adobe Creative Cloud, then I think Descript is an excellent choice. And it is even more so if you do tutorials or podcasting. Today I wish to explore how Descript can help in the content creation journey. So after we open up Descript, we are going to create a new project. And this will be a video project. Descript idea about AI is that it is better as an assistant that can help us bring our ideas to life faster and be someone we can bounce our ideas off of. And that is why the AI features of Descript have been named Underlord. In Descript, everything starts with an idea that we have. And from that, we can use Descript to brainstorm that idea. And after reading what it has given us, we can also follow up or just add it to script and start modifying the script as we like, or use as is. And after that, we can again use another write feature, which is write a script. And we can generate the first draft of a script right from here. And here are the parameters that Descript asks for to make sure that the script matches our tone and voice and ideas as much as possible. And here, Descript is writing the first draft of our script. We can just use this, of course, but we can also change it as we like. We can ask it follow-up questions like before, or just click done to go out. And if we're the type that likes to only have an outline to remember what we have to say and then speak from our mind, then we can also ask Underlord to create an outline for us. And after we have written something or added a file to our transcript area here, we can rewrite it as we like. So for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to add this script that we have generated to our transcript area. And now this blue text means that these texts do not have any voiceover. They're just written text at this moment. And now if we go back here, we can see that in the right section, the rewrite option is available. We can change the style and also add other things here and then submit to rewrite the transcript that we have. Now we can read this, and if we like it, we can add this to the script or just replace the script with this one. And now we can select the script and add an AI speaker to it. Instead of clicking and drag it, we can just Control A and select the whole script. I'm going to click out of here first, and then I'm going to right click and change speaker, and I can add one of the AI stock speakers, or I can add this speaker here, which is a clone of my voice that I had created with Descript. If I do this, the speaker has been added, and this flashing means that Descript is applying the voiceover to this text. Here is something to mention though. The free and creator plans have a limit as to how many words the over-the feature can recognize. But from the Pro plan upwards, there are no such restrictions. So if you are someone who is going to use the text-to-speech features a lot, then my suggestion would be to go for the Pro plan instead of the creator or free plan. And that is why it is asking me to upgrade, because currently I'm on the creator plan, and that will have some words that Descript cannot apply overdub to. But that is okay with me because I usually do the narration for my videos myself. So I'm going to close out of this one. And let's hear how it sounds, even though some words will be replaced with gibber jabber by Descript.
Gibber everyone, Gibber to today's session, where we're going to dive into one of the most exciting tools out there for creators to script.
Okay, so there we go. But maybe you already have recorded a video complete with narration. In that case, we can make a new project and drag and drop that video in our project, and Descript will analyze and transcribe that video. And here it asks if we want it to be transcribed. If we close this window, it will no longer be transcribed. I'm going to choose the speaker name, language is English, and click done. We don't always have to transcribe the video by dragging and dropping. We can also go to this project tab, and here it's the file section. And if we drag and drop a video to here, then it will be part of the media that we're using for this project and will not readily transcribe it until we bring the video within our project. Let's close this and say that we want to do a screen recording. For that, we can go to this record button. We can not only record our screen, but also record our webcam or any camera that we attach to our computer. We can also record just audio, and any attached microphones will show up right here. And after we're done choosing, we just have to click record into script. And to decide where it is being recorded, we can click on the transcript, hit enter, and wherever the cursor is where the recording will start. And now we can edit our video just by editing the transcription. But we also have timeline with which we can edit our video in a more traditional manner. Although Descript has its own take on integrating its AI capabilities with the timeline. We can also use Descript to automatically shorten word gaps and remove filler words and even remove retakes. So let's see the shortened word gaps here. Here by default, Descript says that if there are word gaps for 1 second or more, we should shorten it to 0.6 seconds, which is good for me. We can decide which clip to use this feature on, or we can click the shorten all button to apply this feature to all the places. This is important if there are some demonstrations that we're doing where there are no voiceovers during the demonstration. So if we shorten those word gaps in those demonstration areas, then we'll lose content. So that's why this feature. Here in this clip, there are no demonstrations going on. So I'm just going to click shorten all. And magically, about 50 words gap have been shortened. I'm going to click out of this search function and go to Underlord again. And here we can do many other things like maintain eye contact. As if we are reading off our script and could not look at the camera, Descript can automatically fix this. Also, there is a green screen feature and a feature to remove background, even if we do not have an actual green screen in our possession. So after we are done, we can now go on to adding B-rolls. And for that, I'm going to bring up the timeline. And here we are. This is the main script, and here we can add B-rolls. And Descript has us covered in that area as well. So if we go to this media area, there are stock videos and GIFs from everywhere. We do not have to worry about copyright because Descript has a contract with Storyblocks, which is an amazing stock media site. I'm not too sure about the Giphy GIFs or Jiffy GIFs though. We can also generate images for our video. For that, we have to go to Underlord and then go to this Look Good area. And the last option is Generate an Image. And after we have added all our B-roll, we can also add some music here, right from Descript, or we can go to a stock media of our choice and add the music from there. And here is another thing. If we notice that the music is too loud, then we can easily change this by going to this layers panel, click the script and apply ducking, which will automatically decrease the sound of any layer that is not the script layer. The other most outstanding feature of Descript when it comes to audio is this studio sound, which automatically removes any background noise that is not your voice from the selected clip. If you go to the layers panel and select the script layer and apply studio sound to it, if there are any annoying background noises like dog barking or car or lawnmower sound in the background of our video, it will remove it automatically. Descript also provides us with the ability to manually edit our audio. We can do this by going to this layers option, picking the track we want to work on, and click on this audio effect option. And then we have the option to add captions to different areas of our video. To do this, the best practice is to add scenes. We can do this by adding forward slashes at the start and end of the area where we want our caption to start and end. So this is now a scene. Let's go to this area. In the timeline, we will be able to see that here is the scene number 2 and here is the scene number 3. Now we're going to click on this scene number 2 and add some captions. For this, we're going to go to this captions area and we can apply one of these captions that are already built in to Descript. We can choose if we're going to apply the captions to all scenes or just this scene, or we can go to scenes and click this choose template area, which will bring up the templates that we have created. I think I'm going to choose this one and just being applied. And let's move these things around so you can see better. Close this, make this smaller, make the scene rail smaller as well. And let's see. If you could use one single app that could replace, and that's how easy it is. Now, after we're done with our edits, we can then go to this Publish tab and publish our video to the web and share with our team for collaboration and editing together, or as a training video for the members of our organization. We can just directly click download, which will publish and then download it from the web. This option was added because it is much faster than any other export option. If we go to this export area, we can also export the video. And there are other things we can do in the export area that we cannot in the publish area, which is download the transcript as subtitles, or download the transcript itself, or download the timeline for different apps like Adobe Premiere, Adobe Audition, Final Cut Pro, and even DaVinci Resolve. And this is actually one of the ways to get around the limitations of the free plan. Because in the free plan, we can export one watermark-free 1-hour video a month. So in a year, that's 12 videos. And the transcription limit is also 1 hour a month. So we can make 4 15-minute long videos in a month, or 8 10-minute long videos every month, 2 for each week. But there are no such restriction when it comes to the timeline. You can download the timeline and continue editing in our video editing software of choice. But the Publish tab has some other tricks up its sleeve as well. From here, we can not only directly publish to web, but we can also directly publish to YouTube and all these other places. But if we do not want to connect our YouTube account to Descript, that is also okay. Because here in the description section, we can find an option to automatically create timestamps. And this timestamp is created from the markers that we can add to this transcript, just like we add headings to a doc. And the more amazing part is that we do not have to do this manually. We can just go to Underlord. We can automatically add these markers by clicking this Add Chapters option. We can also decide the number of chapters that we want, or keep it at auto and submit. Here is the chapters that it has created. And if we click Add to Script, it will add the chapters as markers here. And then if you go to the Publish tab and go to YouTube option, then these markers or chapters will become our timestamps. And an even better idea is to ask Overlord to write a YouTube description. If we do that, we not only get a description, but also get timestamps along with it. We're going to go back, click Ctrl Z. We can also manually add markers by clicking here, enter to make a space, and then shift and hashtag to activate the marker function. Now, after we're done with YouTube publishing, then we can go to this area and create social clips. There are these templates that we can browse for making social clips. We can choose the clip duration and the number of clips. We can choose one of these layouts, or we can browse one of the templates that we have created. We can choose a topic and then submit, and it will create some clips for us. So we can keep these clips, edit these clips, or come up with new ideas, whatever we want. And clicking this will automatically create a new composition in the same project. So you can see that this is our main project and this is another composition within the project. If we click this, we can see that this is our main project, this is the clips, and these are the 2 clips that Descript has created for us. If we click this, we can go to the other composition. Now, we already know that we can create subtitles from this export tab, but how do we create subtitles in multiple languages? To do this, we are first going to translate our transcript and then export that translated version as subtitles. To do this, we're going to go to this Translate Captions option and choose one of the 23 languages that Descript has and translate it into one that we want and submit, and almost immediately here is the transcript. I have read through these and they are unbelievably accurate. And now we're going to click Done. And we can see now there is this translated button here and it says Hindi. And from here, if we click this 3 dots button, we can export this and we can choose the subtitle option. But currently, the option to translate audio is being worked on. And I'm pretty sure it will happen pretty soon. Currently, we can only translate the transcript. So we can choose the subtitle and export, which will export our transcript in the subtitle format in the language of our choosing. And after all of this is done, we can market our video by creating social post for social media from right here. And if we have a blog, we can write a blog post from our video. We can paste one of our previous blog posts here to give it an idea of how to match our style and give it some instructions like optimizing for SEO and stuff like that, and then submit, and it will create a blog post for us. Then we can ask it some follow-up questions and give it some notes to change it, and then copy it from here and edit it like we want. I highly recommend editing it. Descript's capabilities are awesome, but still having some human touch is better in my opinion. So after copying, we're going to click done, and that's going to bring us back here. And that has completed our entire journey. After much research, I have found that AI can help with about 26 different aspects of content creation, from video creation to blogs and social post creations. But on first look, it also seems like that having these AI capabilities comes with managing subscriptions for 5 to 7 apps, and that too after deciding which capabilities are more important to you, and not to mention the drain on our monetary assets that come with managing these subscriptions. And so today, I'm happy to introduce an app that can perform almost all of these AI functions, can help with every step of content creation. I don't even use anything else other than when doing motion graphics, for which I use an app called Create Studio. I hope my experience that I'm sharing here helps you calmly advance on your content creation journey, or makes you happy while learning about something new or recapping something you already know about. For more on a clutter-free life, both online and offline, consider clicking the subscribe button. Have a good day. See you soon.